one of Chief Dushkel's wives. She's tended the chief since he fell ill. You've shown you stand with the Stronghold, and for that, you'll remain welcome. But if you wish to stop the poisoner, you'll need her approval, or the others won't help.
You've proven yourself bloodkith to our Stronghold. If any here would call you outsider, you are welcome to answer with the back of your hand. Now, what is it you need? Yes, he convinced me there was never a curse. Know that while Chief Dushkel remains ill, I speak on his behalf. I'm his hearthwife, and I say the poisoner must be brought to justice. The sickness happened before the first bandit attack. None are missing from the Stronghold. The poisoner must be among us. Can't be any of the victims. There are unpleasant symptoms. Very unpleasant. Speak with the unafflicted. Find out where they were the night before the sickness began. Return to me with their tales, and we can find the lies within them.
The antidote will be ready soon. Then we can get everyone back on their feet. Wonderful. Good luck to you. Oh, you want to question me? A bit pedantic, but I appreciate a thorough approach. Ask what you will. In the woods, collecting herbs for poultices. It's a good thing too, after the bandit attacks. I've used nearly all of them. Look, if I wanted to kill it,
Ah, the hero. What do you want? It's shameful for the raiders to do such a thing. They must have dropped the poison in the well during one of their attacks. Checking and oiling weapons in the Longhouse? Bad for the bandits when they attacked. Still didn't keep them from poisoning the well. If you say so. It's been a blur. Can't even remember when I last slept. Checking and oiling weapons.
The sound of a hammer on iron is a beautiful thing to hear, whether in battle or at the forge. But our mine produces tin. Can't keep a good rhythm with tin. Once the chief is back on his feet, I'll be the new forge wife. Then we'll see who gives the orders. Not that you care. Go ahead, ask me anything. Right here, stoking the forge while my apprentice ran errands for Maramat. Think she can take her away, shored up defenses, repaired weapons and armor for the few warriors left standing. Haven't you heard the ring of my hammer? Used it on a few bandits, too. Bandit helmets can't take 3 hits. Clang, clang, crunch. Shoddy workmanship. If I'd wanted to sabotage the Stronghold, I could have the...
Hello, Bloodkith. Heard you gutted some bandits in the attack. You mean the curse? Sure. I'll help any way I can. It's what I do. Most of our warriors are sick in their beds, or barely able to hold an axe. More bandits for me. Training with Nemorath near the front gate. He opens himself to counterattacks when he lunges. Knew it would hurt him eventually. But he survived the attack, so he'll remember next time. Or not. And he'll die. He should really try to remember. The curse couldn't poison me. Nothing can. When I find a new bug or beast, I don't just kill it. I eat it to gain its strength. Sometimes you, pay for it. But you've never truly conquered something until you've buried it in the ground. Training with Nemorath near the front gate. He opened because bandits are dumb. They think an open gate is a weakness. So they all head for it, but we cut them down before they get inside. They could, but they don't. The ones with bows won't fire their arrows at us, so we stand here as bait for the ones without bows. Then they come, and we make them decorate the cobbles. Told you, bandits are dumb.
The Stronghold survived because of your help. We won't forget this. I wish we were back in the mines, even with all those spiders. At least Moramad is safe in the Longhouse. Getting battered by Sharnog. I always end up bruised, but I'm a better warrior for it. Sure, half the village saw me getting knocked around. You can ask anyone. Nothing. I'm a horrible liar. Everybody knows it. Look, the chief got sick. We have a history, and I don't want Moramad to think I poisoned him, all right? That'd be terrible. Is it that obvious? I mean, no, nothing like that. The chief and I disagreed over the mine's value, but we resolved things. We don't see eye to eye on trade matters, but I'm no traitor to the Stronghold, and I'd never do anything to hurt Moramad.
I could just spit.
What have you learned? Whose tales are false? I remember that. They were sparring for hours. And the others? Yes, he complained for weeks about his herbs. I finally told him to stop whining and get what he needed. He returned later with an armload of plants. Who else? That's strange. I didn't see Rakaz, and I was here all that day. Shakul's apprentice is rarely away from her side. Curse that girl. I hope her feelings for Gargak didn't drive her to foolishness. My husband's brother, who challenged him for leadership. Rakaz was upset when Gargak lost, but that was nearly a year ago. You have my blessing to confront her. We must know if it was her, and if so, her reasons.
What is it now? Now that I think about it, I checked the weapons the day before. The day everyone got sick, I worked here, in the forge. Fine. I'm the one who poisoned the Stronghold. But what I did was for the good of my people. None of my bloodkin died from the poison. It only made people sick, just as Gargak showed me. His brother isn't fit to rule a privy, let alone our tribe. I'm sure she does. Don't believe everything she's told you. Gargak is no monster, and Chief Dushkul would be nothing without his wives. I don't think so.
Well?
Where is Rakaz? Was it her? What has the fool girl done? Never mind that. Shaman Bogum has almost finished his antidote. Once Reeman's Bluff recovers, our warriors will find these bandits and crack open their skulls. I must remain here and see my husband recovers. If you are willing, you should track down Gargak and put an end to his madness. Sharnak said most attacks come from the north. There are some caves, an old mine, and a ruined Imperial tower in that direction. If you find Gargak, do what you must to stop him. You do so with my husband's authority, with my authority.
What do we have here? Do you know the Code of Moloch? It's a simple code, but it's the one I live by. Don't steal, so I aim to conquer. Don't kill your kin, and none have died in my attacks. Don't attack without cause, but I have more than enough cause. When my father passed, I was to become chief by right. But then my little brother challenged me for leadership of the stronghold. 2 schemers put him up to it, as long as he'd make them Hunt Wife and Forge Wife. They knew I had no respect for them. Not by my brother's skill. His future Forge Wife insisted we use matched weapons. As we fought, I grew lightheaded. My palms burned and I could barely keep a grip. But I fought on, and was about to strike my brother down, when my sword shattered. No other explanation. The Hunt Wife poisoned the hilt, and the Forge Wife delivered a blade that shattered in its first melee. My brother must have known. Heard they died last month, some sort of fire. A shame they won't see me take my revenge. So... hopping mad.
Is it done? Is Gargak dead? A true leader doesn't poison his own people. Oh, my husband still recovers from the poison, but he wants to thank you personally. You should speak with him before you leave.
Moramat has told me what you've already done for us, Outlander, but I have to ask, is it done?